Huzzah! Huzzah! Hey, I'm going to start on time even though we're probably waiting on a few people to either dial in or come in. Uh-oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to point at you. That just was weird timing. All right. So, congratulations. Welcome to the cast. I'm going to put up this first disclaimer. If anything goes wrong in this show, it's my fault. It's my fault. It's not going to be their fault, your fault, their fault. It is always going to be my fault. It's going to be either my fault because I didn't say something. It's going to be my fault because I didn't organize something right or give it to the right person. It's just going to be my fault. It's going to be a wonderful show because the good news is I've already bled on the set. It always has to happen by accident, but that accident did happen, and that usually it tends to be a good omen if you believe in that stuff. So I've already bled on the set. We're good. All right? I'm sorry, my speeches, I can only look at a word salad, and hopefully I just say it right. It's a little bit of improv. All right. I'm telling you, you guys are going to make a big, huge, massive success. But we're asking a lot. Why I say we're asking a lot? We do not have a huge amount of time to put a musical together in a short period of time. So I'm going to be putting a lot of faith in what you do out of here. Because the first thing that I believe in is your time. I really do care about you and your time. So every time you physically come to this building, it needs to have value for you or for the show. I'm not a big fan of people just hanging out and doing nothing because we didn't value your time. And if I don't value your time, you have to tell me because there's a lot of elements going on. I care about your time and especially the parents' time because they're giving a little bit extra too. And I know there's going to be some hanging out almost all the time. And we can give them some stuff that's value to the set, and I'll let the others talk about it too. This is the other thing. Authority is something that you share. I learned that a long time ago in the Navy. So when I say authority, when she says it, it's like I said it. When she says it, it's like I said it. When she says it, it's like I said it. When she says it, it's like I said it. When he says it, it's like I said it. And when Amy said it, it's even more powerful because she's the stage manager. Not that I have to share stories about me, but I'll just come get your badge before you go up here. Just so you know, like what I am, everybody's thinking like I'm some kind of theatrical genius, and that is absolutely not the case. That is actually absolutely not the case. Has anyone seen that tiny little video of Tom Hanks, the best advice that he ever got? And he goes, this director was really getting mad at this somebody, and he goes, there's only 3 things you need to do. You need to show up on time, know the material, and have an idea. That's all he said. Because we're going to start at 7, because we respect your time, and we're going to end at 9, because we respect your time. The only times that we'll go over is, you know when it's going to go over, probably those weeks when we're forming it all together. I'm sorry, I'm going to take a breath. That was emotional. We are doing this as big, huge, giant puzzle pieces right now. You thought that the auditions were weird? Oh, brother, wait till we get to all these rehearsals. Things might feel a little odd because I'm going to be putting a lot of faith in you, because the people who are going to be working the most are probably the Newsies. Why? Well, you have the most dance numbers. You have the most music. You're probably going to be here the most, right? But there's people I have to start to trust that you will be practicing your music at home all the time, annoying your husband, spouse, wife, brother, sister, parents so much that they felt like they put in the work and they want to come to see the show and see how it turned out. Yeah. You are going to be singing these songs so much that that is going to happen. That way you are prepared with the material. Because that was one of the things, right? Know what's going on, or have an idea is where you actually act, but know the material. You will be practicing dancing at home, probably. See? Good move, right? I'm getting off my word salad. Let me go back for a new word. Yep, drive family crazy. Yep, have an idea. Up. Know your team. All right. There are certain Newsies that are really part of like smaller teams, and I'm saying that as the general Newsies. Nuns know all the nuns. Bowery babies know all the other Bowery babies. All the office people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to infantilize that. Office people need to know office people, because if I'm giving you freedom to be without this theater, you might want to link up. Do line readings on your own. See, these are the two advantages that this script has for us in able to do a musical in such a short period of time. I'm going to be short for a moment. The advantages is, number one, this music is lovely, but it's actually not super complicated. It's got impact without changing key signatures too often, going in strange directions, changing time signatures. Most of it makes sense. I can't say that about a lot of musicals. Could you say that about Mary Poppins? No. That's the advantage for us. Second advantage, it's not a super verbose when it is dialogue. There's not a huge amount of dialogue. This is where it becomes intense. Choreography. Because we want this thing to blow people's socks off, don't we?
Yes!
Yeah! So the choreography has to be really super tight. So the first thing I'm going to ask all the Newsies, number one, if it's a song that's a Newsie song, come and prepare all the music. Now, if you do not feel comfortable enough on the tap number like King of New York, you have to talk to your choreographer right away, because we don't need everybody to tap. They might be able to come out, be up on the things, but they don't need to be able to tap. Now we're even thinking like, hey, what about blocking? All right, that's where we go to have an idea. I'm not going to super block stuff until there's stuff to block on. So I didn't put anything on the schedule, because who hates changing blocking so much? I should see hands at this point. Right, who hates changing blocking? We will wait till we have a bit of a set for you. The good news is that we have somebody who wants to have the set done pretty fast. Oh man, if you can come and help when we call you to come and help, that'd be totally awesome. It's gonna be like a big barn raising when we get these things on their wheels. All right, word salad again. This is what else is happening tonight. I'm gonna give talking time to all the other leads backstage here, so that they can talk about either our standards of conduct or talk about what's next when it comes to costuming and shoes and all that stuff. Then, before I give you over to Samantha, whatever time left, which might be only like 10 minutes, we're going to do the whole show in 10 minutes instead of doing a read-through. Because musical read-throughs are weird. You get to the songs like, oh, should I sing this or not? Musical read-throughs are weird. But what we're going to do is, like, I'm going to put you on stage, I'm going to run you out for your scene and run off. Just so you can see the flow. That's part of the weird stuff that happens in rehearsals. And then Newsies and nuns probably have to stay because they're in carrying a banner. And then everybody else, as they filter out, will probably be able to talk and measure out with the costume people. Try to get all this logistic stuff done early. It seems to make sense to me. All right, and then the last thing, scripts. They only gave us 33, and I have a cast of 47 right now. So math doesn't work out right. All my people still in high school, that math doesn't work out right. All right, the reason I say that is because principals will probably get a script because they've got a lot of text. They really do have a lot of text. And even though my Newsies, even though you have little bits of text, they're great, just little one-liner, punch them in the face kind of things. If you can pull those from the script that was emailed out, all the better, right? And start working off that. And this is the thing for my Newsies. Be quick on the line, own the line as long as you need it, but more than likely it will have a similar bounce that the music can have. All right, that's your first direction. Better follow it. All right, so principals will get a script. The rest of the scripts will stay for choir practice. So you can see the music. You can take snapshots of the music. Just don't say that I said that, because I'm sure it's a licensing infringement. But you need something to practice off of. Besides, the masterful Mr. Jared, of course, has all the access to Rehearse Score, MTI, and Production Pro, so you can practice and drive those parents, significant others, and all those people crazy that I mentioned before. All right. Now, if you have questions that can probably help everybody else, I will open the floor. Otherwise, I'm not leaving tonight, so I'll be able to stick around even while the music's playing if you need to ask me something, if it's more direct to you. You understand? Big question. Me question. Big question. Me question. Does that make sense? All right. And then there was one person I might need to have their number checked on my, because they got an offer by email and not by text, and I want to make sure I have the right number. I'm looking at you. No, I'm looking at Patterson. Where's that? Oh, hi. All right. Now, I am going to give it to, the next in charge is actually Amy, so, or actually she's really in charge.
Oh, okay.
See, that's...
I have a few things. They're not the most fun and exciting things. So I'll be the bearer of bad news here. We have a couple rules, and our first, most biggest one is no bullying. We want everyone to come into the theater with a loving and caring and kind heart, and we're not going to tolerate negativity, ugly sarcasm that you think is funny and no one else does. So if you need to Google bullying, please do it, and you know, look at it like it's part of your role, because it's going to be important. If you're found guilty of bullying, you will be asked to not be in the show. So that, there's a no tolerance, okay? And so that's that. Don't make me cry, because I want you all to stay. I'm sure you'll do great. The other thing is, this is a family show, and so our language needs to be family oriented. So if you're used to swearing, I'm sorry, but try not to swear while you're here.
It's a lot of work for me.
Yeah, we'll keep our eye on this. So no. Oh, and Susanna wants me to address PDA. She threw me out of the bus.
Yep.
Does anybody know what? I mean, do you? PDA, do y'all know
Public
what
displays
PDA?
of affection.
There you go. Public display of affection. Just, we don't want to see a canoodling. Okay?
No canoodling.
Except Jack and Catherine. We have to see them
Canoodle on the stage.
on the stage.
Main reason is because
On the stage.
we know that there might be some people that are dating or might find their true one here. The strength of your relationship is built on the art you create, not in the people you discuss.
There you go.
Oh, you like that?
I will call you out and I will embarrass you, so don't do it. Oh, that's right, that's right. And it has been true love, so yes. All right, I think that's all that I have. So, we'll have fun backstage, I promise.
Susanna?
Okay, so I'm props, and I have a few things. Most of them you're probably familiar with. So I put it out on Band. It was titled "Prop Department Guideline for Newsies," or "How Not to Lose a Fake Crutch and Ruin Everything." Okay. So first thing, prop is not a toy. Okay, so I don't want to see you playing with it. Don't grab something and whack someone with it. Just don't play with the props. If it's assigned to you, it's yours. Treat it like gold. I'm going to show you where it is assigned. It will have an assigned place. You're to get it when I instruct you to get it, and put it back at the end. And we will be checking at the end of every practice to make sure they're where they are labeled for, or labeled to go. If it's not assigned to you, don't touch it, okay? If it's just looking lonely, just don't pick it up. Props have blocking, just like people do. So the props that are on this side are specific, props on that side are specific. Don't move somebody else's prop. Please do not think that you're being useful and pick it up to take it to someone who is about to come on stage. They will get it. They may have even checked it to make sure it's in a specific spot so they can grab it a specific way. Don't take someone their prop. They will get it. It's their prop, and that's part of the fun. You get props, and that makes things creative and fun. So don't take the fun out of it for somebody else. Keep it clean. Keep it functional. I already said return it to its assigned spot. Show up early enough to present or check your props, okay? And if it includes fire or sparks, we'll have that set up for you. So you don't have to add to your prop. Let's see. If you don't know.
There's pyrotechnics.
Yeah, pyrotechnics. If you don't know, please ask. Yeah, if you're smoking, Amy will light it up for you. Because that's what
Let's
she
go.
does as stage manager. She will light it up. And we have done that before for Alice. Don't post pictures of specialty props without permission because we may have some surprise things coming. So don't do it unless we say it's okay. And be kind to the props crew. It's more than just me. And then in addition to what I added on band, I have these few things to go over with you. Some props are very expensive and breakable. And so if you break these rules, I will not be able to replace it. Some of these props I began ordering back in December, and I have counted them. They are specific. So one thing specifically I probably will not be able to get at a whim is the camera that we have. I have an office in the back. I've labeled it my office. Do not go into the props office because that is where I keep extra props. That's where I keep real props. That's where I keep it might be sewing scissors. Don't grab my sewing scissors. Don't grab my markers. I have to be very specific, and it's more of the adults that use the theater on other days, not y'all. But we are going to set a good example, so please don't go digging through there if you feel like you need some tape or glue. I will share, but I just have to set a standard. Otherwise, everyone will be going in there and helping themselves. So you can ask Jared, you can ask Will, you can ask Amy or me, but that says keep out, not because I don't like to have visitors, but just because I have to have those things. If something breaks at a moment's notice, I know where to grab it. If the costume goes wrong and we have to put something else on it, my stuff's right there, so don't go in the office. Okay. One other thing I'm going to go over, I don't know, who's been in Newsies before anywhere? Raise your hand. Okay, a few. Then that's awesome. So the papers, come from a specific ordered company, and I can't replace them. We have 9 shows. That's 8 shows and 1 invited audience show, and then I have them counted also for Tech Week. So we will be using regular papers, not the Newsies papers, when we are tearing them, ripping them, throwing them up in the air. Please do not swipe one for your memorabilia before the close of the show because, like I said, I have them down to like maybe 20 for this number per show, 15 for this show. So don't do that to my papers or you'll send me over the edge. Okay, so here's the last thing. And then I have one other thing to add, but it's not too long. But here's my last thing. My last thing I wanted to go over is some of your characters have props that are specific to how you're going to have to learn to do things. And a lot of props cross over with our costuming, okay? And they go hand in hand. So for example, I asked Seth if I could use him as an example. He was here on Saturday. I went in and I showed Seth where in the prop area his crutch will be. He is crutchy. So I raise it up, Seth. He got here. There may be some changes to that crutch. That might just be one for practicing, but he needs it every practice. So what did Seth do? He came in, he needed to go get his crutch, and he came out here ready to go. And when he's done, he's going to put it back. So not everybody needs that for their props, but if I tell you, that's gonna be your job. Another one would be Race with his cigar. Who plays Race? Okay, those cigars are fairly expensive and I've painted them already to look a specific way, so when it gets closer to time, you'll have the real one to practice. I've already mapped it out, that I'm gonna figure out something to do, and it might be they're not really.
So basically, it's a prop to the prop cigar.
It's a prop to the prop. I have props to the props. I really thought this out, guys, because this is going to be a phenomenal show. And these props and the things that you're going to get from costuming adds to the depth and the creativity, and it adds to your character. So if I assign you something that you need specific, like race or touchy, that's how we're going to handle that. And we'll also be doing that with some of the costuming also, so that you can get used to it. Which brings me to my next to the last point. We will be sending out links. We've already tried one shoe, and the Newsies will have these shoes. Not everybody, do not pre-order. Don't bring anything in here thinking it's going to be okay unless it goes through Jared, okay, or myself or Amy. But Jared's the head costumer, and then you'll have to figure out how to mark it. And so for these, we've already gone ahead and put a little pink on the inside of the tongue, so that even though everybody will have shoes that look pretty much just like this, there will be something different, because clearly you can't put your name on them because you're going to dance it right on off. But as soon as we get those links, you're going to go ahead and get your shoes. The Newsies will probably have something that looks like this, and we might have one other option for Newsies, but it will be approved through Will and Jared. The very last thing, this is it, is our safety in the building. Okay, so when we get further in, we will be using the back entrance here. Do not unlock that door and leave it propped open for people. Don't tell us that, oh, well, so-and-so's pulling up. She just texted me. We're not leaving it unlocked and unattended, because this is a very nice place for someone who's looking for a place to sleep to come in. And once they're in here, it's super hard to find them. And a great example is when I got here to the theater early, about 4:30, ready to bring my stuff in, I had to sit in the parking lot. I knew Jared was coming. I had to wait for him to get here because the door was 5 inches open. Whoever was here last night left it unlocked. And not only was it unlocked, but there's a pile of clothes beside the back door, which makes it even a little more creepy. We don't want these people coming in here. We don't want bad things happening. So please keep that door locked unless one of us specifically says it. When we start shows and practices where you have to use the entrance back here, somebody will stand there or be around, and then we'll lock it at a specific time. The doors out front, usually one of them or both stay unlocked, but we keep the back ones locked so that we can keep a handle on everything and keep y'all safe. And I think Jared's probably next.
Okay, so first thing, one thing that she didn't mention is that we're going to try our best to get things done ASAP, so that you have stuff like we want to start doing publicity shots. We want to start doing all of these things as soon as possible. Will had mentioned at the speech for auditions that we want you all to kind of help with that, with your social medias, with whatever you've got going on, and kind of continuing to get the word spread about the show, because we want to fill this house. We're 192, and I think we can fill it up pretty much every night of the show if we try. So, couple of things, and when I say couple, I mean at least like 11. But we, first things first, I don't know if any of you have ever been a costumer, but one of the main rules as a costumer is I don't care what you think your costumes should be. We plan the costumes. And that's not trying to be rude, it's just that we can't have all these opinions. And we will have been doing the research, and we kind of know what we're doing. So give us the benefit of the doubt, and please trust us that we're going to make you look as good as you possibly can. I need to know, once we do measurements, and we're going to try to get as many measurements as possible tonight, I need to know allergies are you allergic to something? Are you allergic to fabric softener or detergent or wool or any of those things?
And actually, on that health note, before I forget to, remember how much I care about you? If there is a physical regularity for you that we should know about, I'd like to know. Like a good example is if you have diabetes, so that we know when your character changes, if it's for character itself or because you're having a moment. Or say if you have a sickle cell, you know, if I need to make sure that you drink more water when you're doing choreography, that kind of stuff. That's looking out for your safety, but no one knows it's a secret, right?
Kind of similar to props. If it's not yours, don't touch it. Things go missing all the time because people, for whatever reason, I'm just being nice. Well, sorry, don't be nice. Just leave it alone. The costumes need to always be on hangers. We have some massive spiders around here, and if you leave your stuff on the floor, I guarantee you're going to get a spider in your costume.
Eliza killed a black widow just last weekend. That was him back there.
Yes, and we do spray, and we try to make sure that this thing is not a thing that happens all the time, but don't leave your costumes laying on the ground.
It's the South. Nature tries to retake over anything you build.
It does. Cleanliness equals kindness.
I'll speak to that on one extra thing. Water bottles will drive us completely crazy.
Yeah.
So it's the half unopened one that you don't know who it belongs to. All right. So get used to like writing whoever's on your water that you're writing on your water bottle. But please, at the end of any session, if you brought it in, get it as far out as possible. When he's talking about those pests, that means food. If you had to pick up a quick slice and you left the crust left over in the box and stuff like that, make sure it leaves at the end of that session. So that's putting back personal responsibility on you. The more that it's outside of this building, the better the building survives.
We are all volunteer, which means we don't even have someone that we pay to come in and clean the building. We are the cleaners of the building. So part of, congratulations, you're part of the cast. Now you're one of the cleaners. That's just the way it works in community theater, people. So just make sure if you see it, pick it up. If I see people walking over trash, I'm probably going to get a little angry about it. I'm just going to let you know. And then if the trash cans are full, take it out. We will show you where the bags are. You can just replace the bag. But also where cleanliness is concerned, we're also talking about the fact that it's going to get hot. You are going to be doing a lot of dancing. It's going to get super sweaty, and I just need you all to be considerate of other people. So I know that there are, you might have some kind of objection to any of what's in deodorants. That's fine. We can find alternatives. My thing is I'm sorry, but I can't have you sweating up and smelling up and making everybody.
All my high school thespians know about the stink rule.